Shalom Aleichem, dear Talmidim and dear friends. Today we will discuss the timing of various mitzvos of the Leil HaSeder. The Mishnah at the beginning of the last parak of Maseches Pesachim teaches us Arvei Pesachim Samuch Lemincha Lo Yochal Adam Ad Shetechshach, that on Erev Pesach, from the time that is close to Mincha time, one should not eat until it gets dark. The Gemara is bothered. What is unique about Arvei Pesachim? This is true even in regard to other Shabbosos and Yomim Tovim. And the Gemara cites a Brisa. The Brisa says, Lo yochal adam ba'arvei Shabbosos v'Yomim Tovim min hamincha u'lemala k'dei yikanes l'Shabbos k'shehu ta'ava. Divrei Rabbi Yehuda. One should not eat on Erev Shabbos and Erev Yom Tov from the time of Mincha onwards, in order that he should enter into Shabbos with a hearty appetite to fulfill the mitzvos of Shabbos and Yom Tov. Tosfos is bothered by the language of the Mishnah. Why does the Mishnah here in Arvei Pesachim find it necessary to state that this prohibition of eating lasts specifically until Ad Shetechshach, until nightfall? Wouldn't that be obvious? Of course, one must eat after nightfall on Pesach. One must fulfill the mitzvos of the Leil HaSeder. Tosfos adds that in the Brisa cited by the Gemara regarding Shabbos and Yom Tov, the Brisa does not mention Ad Shetechshach. What is the difference? Tosfos cites the Rimi Korvil, who says a tremendous chiddush. The Rimi Korvil teaches us that while on other Shabbosos and Yomim Tovim there is a halacha of Tosefes Shabbos, one may accept Shabbos or Yom Tov early and even fulfill the obligation to eat the Seudah of Shabbos and Yom Tov during that time, which is still day. When it comes to Pesach, one may only fulfill the mitzvos after nightfall. This is learned from a pasuk in regard to the Karban Pesach, that it says, "V'achlu es habasar balayla hazeh." One must eat the meat of the Karban Pesach at night. Tosfos adds that since Matzah and Maror are connected, they're hukash to the Karban Pesach, al Matzah is umrorim yochluhu. Matzah and Maror must also be fulfilled specifically at night. Tosefes Yom Tov will not help for these mitzvos. Only after nightfall may they be fulfilled. This is unique to Pesach, and that is why the Mishnah only says in regard to Pesach, Ad Shetechshach. That is in regard to Matzah, Pesach, and Maror. What about the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim? That's a very important mitzvah on the Leil HaSeder. One must tell his children, V'igata levincha b'yomahu, the story of Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Magid section of the Haggadah. May one fulfill the mitzvah during Tosefes Yom Tov? The Brisker Rav interestingly states that this question is addressed by a very well-known mechilta that's brought in the Haggadah. The pasuk says, "V'yigarta levincha bayom ahu leimor ba'avor zeh asa Hashem li b'tzeisim miMitzrayim." The mechilta says, we would have thought, Yochol me Rosh Chodesh, that one could fulfill the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim already from Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Therefore, the pasuk must state, Bayom Ahu. The mechilta continues, I Bayom Ahu, if it's specifically on that day, Yochol Mibod Yom, one could have thought that one could fulfill the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim while it is still day, on Yudalit during the daytime. Talmud Lomar ba'avor zeh. Therefore, the Torah says ba'avor zeh, a reference to ba'avor zeh lo amarti ala b'shah sheish matzah u'moror munachim lefanecha. Ba'avor zeh, when one can point to the matzah and maror in front of them, at that time, that's when one may fulfill the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. The Brisker Rav is bothered. What was the hava amina? What was the thought to say that one could fulfill the mitzvah of Bayom Ahu, of Tes Vav Nisan, while it's still daytime, Ibod Yom on Yudalit? How could one think such a thing? Suggests the Brisker Rav that the Mechilta is referring to our Shaila. Can one fulfill Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim during Tosefes Yom Tov? If it would have only said by Yom Ahu, I would have thought by accepting Yom Tov early, I could already fulfill the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. It already is the Yom Tov of Pesach. It already is by Yom Ahu. That's why the pasuk must say Ba'avur zeh, only when the Matzah and Maror are munachlim lefanecha. As Tosfos pointed out, Maror u'Matzah munachlim lefanecha is specifically from Misha Techshach, only from after nightfall. Just like Matzah and Maror can only be fulfilled after nightfall, so too the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim can only be fulfilled after nightfall.